Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome back to another video, man. Today was another no trade day, but I'm gonna talk about some really important stuff. So yeah, man, just lock in. Enjoy the video, bro. Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome back to another video, man. Another no trade day. Market has been slow. Market has been weak. This week, no trades taken the whole week, and we're in Wednesday. I already know Friday is gonna be horrible, but we can't do anything about it, bro. The only thing we can do is preserve our capital. That's the most important thing to do in these conditions right here. And I'm so grateful for learning this lesson early while I was in paper trading phase back in November. I learned this lesson early. This month I've only taken 7 trades. Only taken 7 trades, and one of them was a revenge trade. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. One of them was a revenge trade. So that's and I have used good risk management, so the loss for this month is acceptable, and I 100% believe I can make this back in a few trades. But we're not gonna force anything. That's why it's another no trade day. The month has been really slow. I don't know how many more days is in November. Uh, yeah, that's perfect. So I will make a month review at the end of this week. So yeah, this is the last week of January, and thank God we're getting out of this badass price action, bro. But the one that made a move today was Feed. Had a lot of momentum coming into market open, so I knew this needed a pullback, of course, which it did, and eventually moved back up. But at open, I want this reached $2 perfectly and dumped and didn't cross it. And when I was looking at this, I need this to close above $2 for me to consider an entry. But it never did. I can only trade until 10:30, or for me, is it 4:30 or 16:30, depending on how you talk about it. But this was actually the setup I was waiting for, bro. This is a perfect setup I was waiting for. If this happened earlier, I would have taken that trade. I would have risked 4.2, 4.6, 4.2, I guess, and went for 249 take profits. So that's an A plus setup, bro. That's a perfect trade, and that just proves to me like I know what I'm looking for. I can see price action much more clearly now. I can see the resistance much more clearly. I said I'm not gonna take any trades until this breaks $2, so I have the extra confirmation that we're still going up. So this would have been a perfect trade, plus 16%, but I never took it. I should no, I shouldn't, because this is out of my rules. I can't take this because I can only trade after from 15:30, which is market open, and 16:30. So only 1 hour, because the first hour of market open is when it has the most volatility. It's just been such a weird trend that it just has super low volume here and then shoots back up here. So, and the other one I was looking at was TRIX. This had a good catalyst, but and actually made a huge move. Started pumping crazy after a few minutes here. Went up like 20% in 4 minutes. But I realized it doesn't close above 0.75, and I noticed that because I was like, okay, this is clearly finding resistance at 0.75. I need this to close above. It dumped down, and look how spot on I was, bro. I said there was a huge seller here. It's never gonna close above. Touches it, this guy sells everything, and we keep dumping for the rest of the day. So yeah, no trades taken there. I need this to close above here so I can eventually target next resistance or even pre-market high. And then there was this AZI. Uh, just the same thing, bro. Doesn't it just can't hold above VWAP. It just dumps below and just moves sideways. It's just so ass. So in these situations, it's always best to preserve capital. Don't take any trades. Just stay patient, bro. There will always be another setup, as my mentor says. But yeah, this did everything I wanted it to do, but much later than I wanted it to happen, basically. Uh, there's also like a setup here and here, of course, but I would have taken this trade 100% over here. And yeah, it would have been a nice win, but can't do anything about it now. You gotta stop with the woulda, coulda, shoulda. Just focus on what you can do. So yeah, man. Let's go through the notes I took today. 0% no trade day, as you know. Daily rating was 8 out of 10. Emotional control was 8 out of 10. 0 rules broken and 0 trades taken. Was a correct no trade day. Everything has been moving slow this month, but I feel much progression is being made psychologically and technically. I can see price action and resistance much clearer, and I follow my rules. I can only trade 9:30 to 10:30, and the setup I was waiting for came around 10:55. So correct no trade day. My conclusion for the day is to keep sticking to the system. There will always be another setup. Don't force bad trades, and I gave myself a good job. So yeah, man. We don't want to go into like self-hatred almost, because that's a big mistake a lot of people are making, being mad at themselves and not taking every mistake as a learning opportunity. Because if your goal is to become better at something, why are you being mad at yourself when you're making a mistake? That is just room for improvement, room for an opportunity to learn. So you should almost. I talked about this before. You should embrace failure, bro. You should embrace taking L's. You should love taking L's. You should know how it feels to take a L. You gotta be able to take a L, bro, to take good W's, and you gotta be able to take a W as well and not become overconfident. So, yeah, man. Successful day today. Did everything I should, and like that's it's so clear now. Like you see 250 right here. Is never going above. It's never going above. So I would have caught the top of the move. Like, yeah, man. But that's pretty much it for today. This week, I don't expect anything from this week. Going forward, it's 100% gonna be a negative month, and I've gotten 0 wins this month. But I'm not mad at myself. I'm happy, bro, because this was the first what's it called? First month back to live account. Of course, I'm gonna come into some problems. Of course, I'm gonna do all of this and repeat some mistakes that I've done before 1,000 times. But it's just being burned again, so you can understand what you're doing wrong. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it for today, man. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.